And we're back. Magic Migo. Sorry, guys. The camera died and took me a second, but as you can see, it was probably just like a 5-6 minute wait time before I got it going. But Eric's gonna keep showing these good cards, man.
Yeah. so I was left off on the other video. The elemental counters you get from the other card. Boost this one up. For each elemental you control, it gains +1. Lavakin Brawler. 4 mana. 3 colorless. 1 fire. 2 4. For each elemental, it just bumps it up.
Yeah, look at that, man.
Have some more elementals. Fire elemental. 5 mana. 3 colorless. 2 fire. Just has some flavor text under it, but it's 5/4. Oh yeah. And the last one that would help that deck would be Scampering Scorcher. It's 4 mana, 3 colorless, 1 fire. It's 1/1. So when it enters the battlefield, you create 2 1/1 elemental creature tokens. Elementals you control gain haste until end of the turn. So,
very bro.
With that.
Eric's holding out on us guys. There's some nice cards here, man. He's kind of holding out on us a little bit.
Yeah, if you saw last video, there was a Wild Dragonfire.
If you want to learn about that one, go to the last video. I explained a little bit, read all the text under it. We also have another addition to the Goblin Gang we had going on.
Yeah.
For 2 mana, 1 red and 1 colorless, you add 1 mana. Goblin Berry Grabber gains flying until the end of turn. Activate this ability only if you control a creature with flying. So it's basically, in reality, he's just grabbing onto your bird, man. It's a 2/1. Look at that boy, hanging on for life. That's what he does every day. Another one I like a lot is called Fry.
The art is
just like I like my chicken fried. But 2 mana, 1 red, 1 colorless. This spell can't be countered. Ooh, scaring all counter spell players out there.
Yeah.
Boo! Stop, Patrick. Scaring. Don't own the right set. Fry deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker that's white or blue.
Oh.
Look
really
at that.
Blue.
Fried that boy to the legs. Because who eats legs? Well, some people do. But I don't. Oh, man. We got Flame Sweep. 3 mana. 1 red, 2 colorless. Flame Sweep deals 2 damage to each creature except for creatures you control with flying.
Good for a dragon deck right there.
Oh, yeah. Especially if your Goblin Grabber's hanging on.
Make it max.
Oh, yeah. And then the last one, because we have a double copy, is called Pack Mastiff. 1 red, 1 colorless. And then for another colorless and red, each creature you control named Pack Mastiff gets a 1+1/0. Oh, wait, +1/+0 until the end of turn. He's a 2/2, so that can make him a 3/2.
Since we got a copy, that's
oh yeah, we got a copy. Maybe we can even have more in the other decks.
Oh yeah, if you get 4 of them on there, use that.
Deadly.
It's +4.
Oh, 3, 6, 9, 12.
Jeez.
Stay woke. Let's go ahead and get to these other packs. As you guys said earlier, I'm going to stick with the War of Spark like I did in the last video. I mean, look at that detail in that art, man. We'll go ahead and just... Ooh, like a boss.
Yep.
Got this nice, cool holder right here. Eric's going to show you his case and his holder. Show them the art, man. They love the art.
Oh, yeah.
That boy said, let's get it.
Pulling in the reinforcements.
Oh, yeah, man.
Like mine, I got a purple one again. Purple, black.
We got the whole set right here. Colors. Look at that. Yeah. I mean, it's may not be worth nothing to you guys, but if you want them, let us know. And I can already see right off the bat, I got me a Planeswalker. This will be my second copy of him, because I think we got him in the last video. Angrith, Captain of Chaos. Promising.
I'm still bad at opening these. There we go.
Yeah, I'm alright with it. See, he ain't got the swag let me to open it up. But it's okay, because we're going to teach him. Oh, man. We got some good cards in here. Some repeats, but they're good repeats. So let's start off. You already know of Angrith, Captain of Chaos, so you're going to go to the other video and check him out to learn a little more about him. We have a new Planeswalker. His name is Tibalt Rakeesh Instigator. 2 colorless and 1 red. To start off, your opponent can't gain life. He has 5 loyalty points. For his -2, create a 1/1 Red Devil creature token. When this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. You guys want to check out that card out? He looked like he up to no good.
Yeah.
Up to no good, like my son. Oh, we got another Planeswalker. So red-green. He looks fire. Samut Tyrant Smasher.
Wow.
2 colorless, and then 2 either red or green. From the jump, as creatures you control have haste. He has 5 loyalty points, and his -1 is target creature gets +2/+1 and gains haste until the end of turn. Scry 1. Scry 1 come in handy for that divine box from last match. Not last match, last video. Brain fart. Oh, I got another Planeswalker. We are doing good for Planeswalker, guys. I mean, this is the most Planeswalkers I've seen in a pack. You know.
Wow.
4 colorless and 1 red. From the jump, if another red source you control would deal damage to a permanent or player, it deals that much damage +1 to the permanent or player instead. 5 loyalty points like the others. Its -2 says, oh, I didn't even say the name, sorry. Jaya Venerated Fire Mage. Deals 2 damage to any target. That's her -2. Like, come in clutch. Show you guys the art of that, man. Let me know how that's looking for you guys. Oh yeah, man. Part 2's looking even better than part 1. Along with her, we also have Jaya's Greeting. So this is her. It's her stuff right here. 1 colorless, 1 red. Jaya's Greeting deals 3 damage to target creature, and you scry 1 again. These scries are gonna come in handy. You like it, you keep it. You don't, you kick it.
Legendary artifact too.
Yep, I got another God's Pharaoh statue. We talked about this in the other one. This card is so good, I will explain it again. Spells your opponent cast cost 2 more to cast. At the beginning of your end step, each opponent loses 1 life. Once again, look
real
at
good
that
for a fire deck.
Really good for any deck you can fit it into. But yeah, just because you got a lot of cards don't mean you need to put them all in one deck. Always remember, just pace yourself. Pace yourself. What will go good? What would benefit? You know, Gunner Snipe is a good card for a red deck if you do a lot of spells. Next one is Spellgorger Weird. 2 colorless, 1 red. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on Spellgorge Weird. He starts off at 2/2.
Wow.
Couple of instants, man. This dude's already at a 5/5, a 6/6. It's just devastating. Then we have Sarkhan's Catharsis. 4 colorless, 1 red. Sarkhan's Catharsis deals 5 damage to target player or planeswalker. It can kill him.
Planeswalkers, man.
Straight out of here. No worrying. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. None of that. None of that. He won't even be able to do anything. Just body him, bro. Then we got Bond of Passion. 4 colorless, 2 red. Gain control of target creature until the end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until the end of turn. Bond of Passion deals 2 damage to any other target. So it's like Act of Treason, but a little better, a little more spicy.
A lot of mana, but it's worth it.
Exactly. I'm gonna do a few more cards, and then Eric's gonna get into ones that he likes. Another one. Talking about Goblin Gang, we got Goblin Assault Team. 3 colorless, 1 red. It has haste, and it's a 4/1. Look at that. That's good stuff. When Goblin Assault Team dies, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control.
Wow.
Look at that bossness, man. These goblins are out here.
Ferocious, man.
Then we have Grim Initiant. 1 red. That dude looks dope. Look how dope he looks, man. Look at that.
Has a sickle.
Oh, yeah. He has first strike. He's a 1/1, which some of you may like, he's not much, but that 1/1 can make a difference.
With first strike?
Because he could kill this boy without even getting touched. We're not even to the second part of his effect, though. When Grim Initiate dies, amass 1. From the last video, if you stick around, you put a 1/1 counter on an army you control. If you don't control one, create a 0/0 black zombie army creature token first. Come in handy.
Yeah.
And we have Heartfire. 1 colorless, 1 red. As an addition to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature or planeswalker. Heartfire deals 4 damage to any target. Look at that boss right there, just showing y'all real quick. And I'm just saying.
Yeah, that means
your planeswalker's low. If he's low on loyalty points,
get rid of
him,
theirs.
man.
Yeah. Eye for an eye. Oh,
I'm not gonna talk
That's-
about Guild Globe. Just gonna show it to you guys real fast.
Yeah.
Not really into the artifact like that. Now we have Chain Whip Cyclops.
Jeez.
In another video, I will show you some of the red, green legendary cards I do have, including Cyclops and other crazy creatures. He's 4 colorless and 1 red. He's a 4/4. If you tap 3 more and a red, target creature can't block this turn. He's mostly just kind of big body guy.
You show him the art?
Another goblin, bro. I did, didn't I? Sorry, guys. Sorry, man. Speaking of goblins, look at this boy
Another
right
one.
here. Goblin Assailant. Look, you guys can see him too well. 1 colorless, 1 red. He's a 2/2. We have Bolt Bend. 3 colorless, 1 red. Look at that sick art, man.
Air bending right there. With
Oh,
lightning.
yeah, man. He lightning bending. He
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
Katana who? This spell costs 3 less to cast if you control the creature with power of 4 or greater. Change the target of target spell or ability with a single target. So he could be coming for your boy, and you could be like, no, you.
Yeah.
Then we have Turret Ogre. 3 colorless, 1 redder, 1 red. He has reach, so you know what that means? He can grab them boys out the sky. When Turret Ogre enters the battlefield, if you control another creature with power 4 or greater, Turret Ogre deals 2 damage to each opponent.
Wow.
It's a 4/3. I mean, just look at this man bossing it up. That's gonna be in a deck, guys. Definitely. Then we have Invading Manticore. When Invading Manticore enters the battlefield, once again, here's that word again, amass 2. Put 2 1/1 counters on the army you control. If not, you make a token. Actually, this card in the other deck, in the black deck, there's a smaller version of it that looks like a little baby cat. He has Menace. Go to the other video. I might have talked to him. If not, call me out for it. I'll make a video on it. He's a 4/5. Yeah, 4/5. Costs 6.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Then we have Blind Blast. 2 colors, 1 red. Blind Blast does 1 damage to target creature. That creature can't block this turn, and you draw a card.
Wow.
Oh yeah, we'll let Eric hit you with some cards.
Alright. First off, I got some artifact creatures. It's a wall. Costs 3 mana, 2 colorless, 1 fire. Got 3 of them. So it's Defender with reach. So it can block. Not only it can't attack them, but it can block flying creatures. And you can tap it and deals 1 damage to each opponent. So you got 3, you get them all out, deal 3 damage. Whenever a knight enters the battlefield under your control, untap them. You can just keep doing it. That's nice. They're 1/3. Let me show you them. There we go. Alright, I got some more copies. Got 3 7 dwarfs. One where you can have 7 of them. 7 dwarfs gets +1/+1 for each other creature named 7 dwarfs you have. So right here you get +3. A deck can have up to 7 cards named 7 dwarfs. You can't have 7 of them. That's cool. Look, that's crazy. And they're 2/2. So stack them up, get 7.
Usually can only
8,
keep
9.
4, but thanks to the ability, you can have 7. That's also
Wow.
another one with
That's cool.
card my man got. I think it's called Rat Horde. Can let you have 10 of them in there.
Yeah,
Some cards got
that's nice.
special
They can
passes,
just
you know.
Do that, yeah.
But if you don't know what's legal or not, don't be afraid to go to MTG and check it out.
Alright, I got some of the cover art cards throwing an edge on. I still don't know what they are. They look like goblins, but here's
See
one of
that,
their
actually.
effects. There's some, yeah. Raging Red Cat. It costs 3 mana, 2 colorless, 1 fire. Double strike.
Oh man.
1/2. Little guy with double strike. Have an instant from them. Costs 2 mana, 1 colorless, 1 fire. As an additional cost, sacrifice a creature. Fling deals damage equal to the sacrificed creature's power to any target. You get all the 7 dwarfs out, sacrifice one of them, there you go. Came with 2 copies of it. You guys just flying through the air. Got flung.
Got 'em flung.
Hey,
Blinging.
you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Hey man. Pair that with the
Take it
green
down.
deck. Get my man Scrag on the field. Don't even get me started about Scrag. I had the foil copy. Let me know in the comments if you want to see it. Fling 9 damage straight to his face.
Yeah. They got Red Cap Raiders. I guess this is them. Oh, they are goblins. They're just different, I guess. They're Goblin Warriors.
Probably dark goblins or whatnot.
Yeah.
It tells you. Just read a
A
description.
3 mana, 2 colorless, 1 fire. Whenever Red Cap Raiders attacks, you may tap an untapped non-human creature you control. If you do, they get +1/+1 and trample until the end of the turn.
Damn, man.
They got 3/2.
Check that out, guys. It's pretty useful,
That's
man.
enough.
You never know.
You got Red Cap Melee, 1 fire mana. It's an instant. Deals 4 damage to a target creature or planeswalker. These are all to get rid of planeswalkers, man. If a non-red permanent is dealt damage this way, you sacrifice a land.
Real quick before we
That's
get into the next card. Also, guys, I will start uploading games. I do play a lot of Brawlhalla with my man Eric. I do play Apex, Modern Warfare, Skyrim. I don't know, some people are into that, but let me know if you want to see some of that gameplay. I will make a separate channel. It's gonna be called Savage Gaming because this man's name is Savage, and so is mine.
Yeah.
Back to
Savage
the cards.
Gaming. Alright, we got a land. Good land. Looking Dwarven Mine. It's a mountain. You tap it, add fire. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 3 or more mountains. And when it enters the battlefield untapped, create a 1/1 red dwarf creature token. So, it's like the red version of Witch's Cottage. There you go. Yeah, I got 2 copies of Scorching Dragonfire.
Man.
2 mana, 1 colorless, 1 fire, instants. Deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. Get rid of those planeswalkers, man.
Got to, man. Can't
If
let
it
them
would
live
die, you exile it too. Just couple it with some of those other cards, get rid of those planeswalkers, they get exiled.
It's good stuff right there, man. Good stuff.
Let's see, I got an adventure card right here. Embereth Shieldbreaker, 2 mana, someone has a creature, 1 colorless, 1 fire. And no effect, but it's 2/1, and its adventure is 1 fire, destroy target artifact. Get rid of those artifacts.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Like that art though.
Eric's gonna look through the rest of his little deck, and I'm gonna show you guys the last of my haul. We got Devouring Helion, 2 colorless and 1 red. As Devouring Helion enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice any number of creatures and/or planeswalkers. If you do, it enters with twice that many 1/1 counters on it. It's a 2/2. Look at that art, guys. Looks evil, man. He looks like he's ready for war. Ready for it. Another one is Raging Crunch. 2 colorless, 1 red. Raging Crunch can't attack alone. He must attack when you got other boys pulling up.
Wow.
He's a 4/3. He's an ugly boy. Yes, he is. From the last video, you guys know I really liked Iron Bully. If you want to hear about him, go to the other video. Make sure you go that way. Leave a like. Leave a comment. One that I actually found really interesting. I saved the best one for last. But it's Cyclops Electromancer. It's 4 colorless and 1 red. When Cyclops Electromancer enters the battlefield, it deals X damage to target creature an opponent controls, where X is the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. It's a 4/2. So keep them spells moving, guys. You kill whatever you want. Honor the God Pharaoh, 2 colorless, 1 red. As an additional cost to cast this spell, discard a card. Draw 2 cards and a mass. Remember, a mass puts counters or makes a token for your counters. Make sure you guys really get a good look at that. Then we have Chandra's Triumph, 1 colorless, 1 red. Chandra's Triumph as an instant deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker and opponent controls. Chandra's Triumph deals 5 damage to the permanent instead if you control a Chandra's planeswalker. And we got one of those.
Yeah, there's her on the cover art.
Oh,
too.
yep,
She's
just
on the
chilling,
cover art.
man. Chilling. Then we have On Crop Invader, 2 colorless, 1 red. As long as it's your turn, On Crop Invader has first strike. For 1 mana, sacrifice another creature. On Crop Invader gets +2/+0 until the end of turn. It's a 2/2, guys. Now we're getting into my favorite card. Just one more card. Instead, we have Burning Prophet. She's a 1 colorless and 1 red. I had this already in my previous deck. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Burning Prophet gets +1/+0 until the end of turn. And then I scry, so that would just make her a 2/3, but starting out she's a 1/3. And my favorite is Dreadhorde Arcanist.
Man.
Yeah, I got a friend who has 1 or 2 of these. So 1 colorless and 1 red. He's a 1/3. He has trample. Whenever Dreadhorde Arcanist attacks, you may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost less than or equal to Dreadhorde Arcanist power from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. Bolt. If that card would be put into your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. That's it from my side. Hold on, guys. Gotta fix the camera. Hold on. Oh, man. It's messed